Hey everybody, welcome back to Pure Joy Paper Crafts. Today we're going to continue the What's in My Stash series, and we're working on Christmas again. This is going to be part 2. If you missed part 1, I will go ahead and put it up in the top corner up here for you. But it's going to take us a long time to get through all of my Christmas, and today we're going to look at my Simple Stories hoard. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you my 2 bins of Simple Stories. So if you guys have been following along with the What's in My Stash series, you guys know that I use these giant iris bins. They're not actually Iris brand, but they're the big clear bins from Michaels, and I will link those for you guys because I just like the bigger bins. But I do have 2 of them for my Simple Stories Christmas paper. This one is full. The other one is almost full because I always like to buy their warehouse boxes that has all the Christmas stuff in it. So you get like the mystery box, but they tell you kind of what collections are in it ahead of time so you know what you're getting. I have tons because I love Simple Stories and I love the stuff that they've been coming out with. So I'll stop yakking at you. I know that most of this is probably open, or I have other videos that I've shown a lot of this because I've collected a ton over the last several years and just never quite get through it. So hopefully this will help me organize it a little bit. I thought I had them pretty well organized when I cleaned my craft room earlier this year, but we'll take a peek at how much I actually have hoarding here. So this is a Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge. I was just looking for the date on it. This is from 2022. They did another like version of this. So there's 2 versions of almost the exact same paper that they did, like the exact same kind of collection. They just decided to go a little more red in one than the other. I think this is the newer of the 2, but this is the 6x8. I love that Simple Stories does 6x8 because it's just a good size for an album or a folio, because I like just like the tall setting. So we have the 6x8. I'm pretty sure, like I said, this came out of a warehouse situation because I never buy the sticker book. So we've got the sticker book as well. I just don't use stickers. So this is the sticker book. And then I have the chipboard stickers. And I apologize for the glare that you get when we look through this. I've got my little light on above and it gives us a really bad glare, but it's raining today and there's absolutely no natural light. So that was the chipboard. This is the foam stickers. There we go. That works a little bit better at that angle, I think. Have the collection kit. I think I have several of the collection kit. The collector's essential kit. So this is again all the Christmas Lodge. Got the basics, which this is just like, you know, they're good colored cardstock. I've got some loose pages of it. Oh, I do think I actually cleaned this. That makes me feel like I definitely cleaned it. The sticker sheet. Okay, so that looks like the bottom of the Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge. And I'm going to try to keep it clean here as we unpack this. And then if you didn't know, Simple Stories also kind of does some faith-based papers. So I have I don't think these were in my last Christmas one. I have these scrapbook.com big like 13 by 13 or 12 by 12 envelopes that I love. I've used all of the ones that I have. I used to have like a little stash of them, but I will link those for you guys as well. I love it because then like when I have little not quite collections or little like leftovers of a collection, so I need to store them together, that's what I put in these envelopes. But anyways, Simple Stories does some faith-based ones. So this is their Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. I've got the page pieces and like the stickers, the card stock stickers. And then we've got just like 12 by 12 here. So would like to get a little project out of this, which is why it's in this envelope. So I think it would make like a good little folio, and then I've got, you know, whatever ephemera I have stored with it. So that's why I just love these envelopes, these storage pockets. So that was Happy Hanukkah. Then we have like the Peace on Earth. This is the same concept. So I think they call them, like it says, the simple set. So you've got, what does it say? 2 sheets of 3 double-sided. So you have to get just 6 pieces of paper. So these are the 6 that you get. And then it has the cardstock sticker. So you get just this little bit of ephemera to go with it. So would be great to do a folio with. Just usually folios are not up my alley. And so here's another one of those envelopes. This one has the Oh Holy Night in it. So I obviously have a little bit more of this one. Got 2 of the page pieces and the cardstock stickers. Oh, I've got more of this one. Okay. Some of the loose 12 by 12. It's a pretty plaid. And then the actual simple set. This is a pretty collection. I think if I tilt it, we're good. And there's more of those cardstock stickers. So I must have had like just a few random pages that came in a box. Because I know I have never actually seen these. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Let's go the other way. Like listed on a Simple Stories website, or I've never seen them listed in a shop. I've only ever gotten them in those warehouse boxes. So if somebody knows the insider knowledge on these like kind of faith-based papers, I would love to know, because I never ever see faith-based paper anywhere, and it's nice to be able to see it sometimes. Okay, this is the Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas, and this is from, okay, I was right. This is the original kind of collection from 2021, and then we had looked already at the Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge, and this one has the more like reds in it. It's much more red prominent, richer reds, richer colors. And these are the chipboard clusters. I have 2 of these for that Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge. What came out in 2022 was that one with the richer reds. 2021 is the Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas, and I feel like it's the exact same collection, just muted and a little more elegant. I'm just checking what's over here on the side. So we'll look at that in just a second, but I want to show you the rest of the Christmas Lodge. So this is the bits and pieces. I have 2 of these. I feel like I'm all over the place. The woodland bits. So this is the kind of like florals. I just love this Santa that is in here with the reds. And then the page pieces. So I think that's everything for that Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge, which came the year after they did this one, which is the Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas. And look at me keeping stuff in these envelopes. This is where they all went. So I've got some of the basics, like just the good old standard. There's a pattern page right there. And you can see I think they're the exact same images. They're just, like I said, muted. Because like there's the exact same Santa, but he's not in red. And I'm pretty sure he's in the Christmas Lodge too. But this is Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas. And I have like all these sticker pages for this one. So not a whole lot of the 12 by 12 for that. I thought I had more of it. Maybe not. But I do have the 6 by 8 here. So, like I said, it looks very, very similar. They use the same images, just a different color palette. So I think this one looks a little more elegant because of the color palette. But I also really love the traditional Christmas. And I have never used any of this stuff. I just hoard it, and then by the time I get around to it, Christmas has passed. I usually end up hitting a pretty good like crafting slump around November, December, because there's just so many other things to do, and I don't know, get a little bit of seasonal depression going on, so I don't like to come up in the craft room in the dark, but I'm trying to fight through it a little bit this year. Anyways, that was the Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas. Had the 6x8 and the extra little bits there. And then I feel like there's definitely more in here. Oh, yikes. We're going to be here for a while, guys. We might have to take a pause and come back after this bin. But, getting distracted. Next, we have the Baking Spirits Bright. These are the snap dividers. So if you've ever done the snap albums, these are the dividers for it, which I tell you guys all the time, I'm going to make a recipe album, and this is a perfect collection for that. I've got the 6x8s. Oh, this one is open. 2 of them. And this one's super cute. Love the pastels in this one. It's so stinking cute. I just love the Simple Stories designers. They do such a good job. So 2 of the 6x8s. I hoard my Simple Stories. It's kind of an issue. Then we've got the sticker book. I'm sure you guys get tired of me turning stuff sideways, but I feel like it fits better in the frame if I turn it sideways. I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you prefer if I turn it sideways so you can see like the tops and the bottoms of like the double-sided paper? Or do you want it this way? I don't know. I don't have any answers. Okay, now we're going to get into where things get interesting here. I'm going to put this aside for a second because this is 12x12 Baking Spirits Bright cut apart pages. So here's your... They started actually labeling these really well. So they call this the journal elements. They're all different sizes with your baking on the back. We've got our classic Simple Stories tag page. And then this one, oh, this must just be a random pattern page. I wonder if I got these in a box as well. Would not surprise me if that's where it came from, but then we have, this is part of the Make It Merry collection. I think Simple Stories card kits have finally started to do, they actually like put the collection on it. So that would be nice. They like kept changing them even though it matched the collection. So this goes with Make It Merry. They're good old card kits for Simple Stories. I've got the card kit, the collection kit. I think I have a ton of this by like accident. Yep, there's a whole envelope right there. I've got the 6x8 right here, so we'll flip through this. I have so much Simple Stories, and I don't think I've ever made anything with their Christmas paper, guys, which is kind of sad. Okay, now we're repeating. So that's the 6x8. I think what happened was I had a ton of this come in multiple, like over several years. They're mystery boxes. So that's why there's so ridiculously much of this. So we've got the adhesive brads, the puffy stickers. I think I'm in frame. Yeah. Just double checking that you guys can see what I see. The chipboard frames, the bits and pieces, the journal bits. I'm glad I put this all in an envelope. So I was like, oh, if I want to make anything out of this, I probably just went too fast. I've got it all in the same spot. Chipboard. And the puffy stickers, or the foam stickers. Puffy ones are the little ones. What do you guys do with your foam stickers? I just always feel like they're so big that they only work on like a cover. Oh, these, oh my gosh, guys. I just had a thought. Okay, I have the card kit, and I'm going to do a craft with me video where I turn a card kit into a banner, but you could take the card kit, and then because these are so big and chunky, these would be great to put on your banners. Light bulb moment. Oh, wouldn't be a crafting video without the lovely cat. And it looks like I've got some good single sheets here for this collection. Wow, I have a lot of this. I like forget what you have or how much you have of it. So that is the Make It Merry. And then we've got Mix and Mingle, which I think this is just like a random page I've got in here. And then, oh my gosh. Oh, we have the ugly Christmas sweater. Okay, so we've got the page pieces. Bless you. And the cardstock stickers. So this looks like it was another one of those simple kits. More page pieces. I must have gotten 2 of them. And then some 12 by 12 here. Get in your chair. So that's the ugly Christmas sweater. Tuck this back in, trying to minimize the mess. With the amount of paper I have, you guys would think that I would have way more projects, but let me tell you, it is so much faster and easier to buy than it is to make. I've been thinking about trying to do like a time audit of like how long it takes to build some of these things, but just out of curiosity. This is Holidays, which is gorgeous. I love this collection. Again, made nothing out of it. It's just so stinking cute. It reminds me of crepe paper. And it looks like I've got an envelope full of the holidays. Oh, that's Holly Jolly. Yeah, okay. All right, that'll remind me that I need to stop. So 2 of the Brads, journal bits, chipboard frames, bits and pieces, and then 12 by 12s that I've got here. Yeah, it looks very crepe paper-y as far as the design, but I love it. Big fan. I'm getting really inspired to pump out a bunch of Christmas projects right now. So that's all of the Holly Days, and then we have Holly Jolly beneath it down here. Get this stuff all tucked away. We're going to be in for quite the video, so if you guys do not have little snacks, little drinks, you might need to go get yourself situated here, because this is going to be a video. Okay, then we have Holly Jolly. So we got page pieces again, 2 of those, collection kit, have 2 of these. Oh, and then we've got some of my favorites down here. So that's all we've got of the Holly Jolly. Again, I'm not going to flip through stuff that's not open, because then we'll be here forever. Before we dig through the rest of this, we have over on the side some more of that Baking Spirits Bright. So we've got the bits and pieces, the number bits, which again, what do you guys do with your number bits? Like, it makes sense if you're doing a recipe card. See, this is why this is a great recipe collection. And then journal bits. Like if you're doing an advent, the number bits make sense to me, but otherwise I just don't know what to do with them. Okay, this is one of my favorite collections of all time, and it is a collection that came out before I started really getting into Simple Stories and knowing about Simple Stories. So I don't have a ton of it, and I am on the lookout. So if anybody's trying to get rid of theirs, holla. This is Simple Vintage North Pole, and it is so cute. And this is back when they did their snap cards. So it's been a long time since they've done these, because this collection is from 2022. Look, we've seen that image already today. So these are the snap cards. They did 2 different ones. This is the 3x4 and the 4x6. This is a mixture, but you've got literally like your pullouts all done for you. Oh, apparently I have 2 of them. I feel like I have more of this. No, I don't. Just kidding. So this is the Simple Vintage North Pole. This is all I have are these snap cards that came in a mystery box, and then these handful of pages that came. So I would love to get my hands on it because I love the Santa and I love the blue. It is gorgeous. But this is all I have, and I want more of it. So if anybody knows where I can get some, let me know, because I have not seen anything. I think this year's collection that's coming out is similar, but it's not identical. Like, it has similar vintage images in it, but I love this one. So that's Simple Vintage North Pole. You know anybody that's got some and they're getting rid of it, holla, because your girl could use some. Not really. I don't need any more, but I want more. I want to hoard it forever and ever and ever. All right, and we got one more in this bin, and then I will take a break and do some cleaning before we tackle the next one here. So last one is Jingle All the Way, which I have quite a bit of, again, because it has just been a popular collection for the mystery boxes. So this is where all my envelopes went. I didn't know where they all were. So we have the Brads, 2 of them. More of the number bits. Ooh, these are probably good for your December dailies, but I don't really make them. Maybe I should try. 3 of the chipboard frames, which after I use this collection, I will get rid of some of this stuff, because there's no way I'm going to use all of that. More number bits, and then 2 of the journal bits. And then we've got some 12 by 12. This is kind of a fun collection back when we had all the bottle brush trees. That was big that year. This is kind of a fun, different Christmas collection. So that's Jingle All the Way, and that gets us through the bottom of our first bin. I do have a whole other bin that is almost full. It's nearly full, and I think it has the newer ones from like 2023 and the new stuff from 2024 in it. So we're going to take a little pause. I'm going to clean up this bin, and we'll tackle the other bin. Okay, here we go. Bin number 2 of the Simple Stories. It's fun to be me. Honestly, no, it really is. I love my paper. I love my stuff. Going through this with you guys has been a very interesting feat, and does remind me just how much paper I actually have and how blessed I am to have all this paper. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first we have this snap binder for the Hearth and Holiday collection, and I have the rest of the collection in here. This came out of a warehouse box because I would never ever buy these. I don't know what to do with them, so I just keep kind of hoarding it, knowing that I have all the paper. We're going to try to tackle it at some point. So if any of you have ever done one of these, I would love to see what you've done with it and how you kind of attacked it, because it is a very different type of project for me. Then lo and behold, look, we have more of the Simple Vintage North Pole snap cards just in the other bin. And then I do have the Jingle All the Way snap cards. So we do have that, which here, Jiminy Christmas, I'm already like on autopilot. So these go with the very bottom of that other one, which it would be nice if I put them in the same bin together. Excuse me. Then I have the new 2024 Simple Stories. So this is the Simple Vintage Holly Jolly. Like I said, they finally started to name them the same. So I actually have multiple of these card kits. I have a lot of this collection because I love it. So I have one card kit. I actually have another one sitting out for my banner project. And then I have the collection kit. Oh, I told you guys I have a ton of this. So there's the stickers. So this is one I was like, I have to hoard. I have to have all of it. I will not be left out. The basics. And then I have so much of this, guys. It's really kind of embarrassing how much I have of this. And then I also bought the December Daily through Country Craft Creations, which she's doing in this collection. So I have a lot of this because I am hoarding it. So I have 4 of the 6x8s, which nobody say nothing about my hoarding of this one. We've got the ephemera, the sentiment bits, the layered bits, and the bits and pieces. I also have a second layered bits, a second sentiment bits. That's a different collection. Second ephemera, the adhesive brads, another of the collection kit. There's another one of the basics under here. Another card kit. Now, let me justify my card kit situation here. I do like to have multiple card kits because I like to make one of the cards, and then I usually like to try to make an album out of the cards, or 2. And then I had the bright idea recently to turn them into a banner. So if I really love a collection, I do buy multiple of the card kits so that I can do all of the projects that I want, where I can make the cards, have the cards, make an album out of the cards, have that, and also have the banner now. So there is a reason why I do have 3 of the card kits. So I think that's the bottom of that ridiculous hoard. I know it's kind of insane, and I do have the more coming because of the December Daily with Tamara at Country Craft Creations, but that's it. That should be done, I think. Yeah, I think that's the bottom of it. But there's another collection in here that I hoarded really bad too. Then we have, this is from 2024. This is also new. This is the Simple Vintage Yuletide, which I will go ahead and also link the video walking through all of these because I know I did it recently. So I'm not going to flip through all of this. I've got the 6x8 and the collection kit and the basics. And then this is where the Hearth and Holiday comes in. I did not choose to buy any of this. This all came out of those warehouse destashes. So I have multiples of everything, of a lot of it. So we've got the chipboard stickers, 2 of the foam numbers, and they go all the way to 31. And the actual foam stickers, there's 2 of these. And then I have, oh yikes, I lied. Here's more of that Simple Vintage Holly Jolly for this year. This is the page pieces. Oh, and here's another one. There's the bits and pieces. This side is not organized very well. So for the Hearth and Holiday, I've got the bits and pieces and the floral bits. I'm just trying to dig here what I've got and try to put the collections together for you guys. For that Simple Vintage Yuletide, we've got the ephemera and the bits and pieces. They always like label them the same kind of things, but they aren't usually the same, you know, like the ephemera is not always ephemera. Like they change stuff. Here's more Hearth and Holiday. This is journal bits. That's all a different collection. Okay. And then we have the Hearth and Holiday 6x8. This looks a lot like that Jingle All the Way as far as kind of the coloring. So I've got 2 of these. And again, I did not choose to buy the Hearth and Holiday. It just happened in those warehouse boxes. And so we have it, and we're going to try to make the snap album out of it at some point, and then we will move on. Oh, here's the sticker pad for it. So whatever I don't use, I will go ahead and just destash. But you never know what you're going to use, so we hoard. Then we've got, this is new, this is 2024. This looks like that Holly Jolly. This is called Santa's Village. So again, with kind of the pastels and the crepe paper looking. which again, I do think I have the actual like walkthrough of all of this with the unboxing when I bought it. And I will link it for you guys. So this is Santa's Village, and I have bits and pieces, and they did gold foiling this year, which is really exciting. So we got the floral bits, the bits and pieces, and North Pole bits, sentiment bits, oh, here's more Hearth and Holiday. This is the page pieces. Okay, then I think I know what is stacked in the bottom of this now. And I have the Simple Vintage 'Tis the Season. This is from 2023. Somehow I ended up with more of this than what I thought I had, and I don't remember how that happened. Honestly, I need to like make a little inventory of what I have, because what keeps happening is I don't think I have something, and then I go and I buy more of it, and then I end up with tons of stuff. And then I've got, so this is what happened, is this whole fat stack is that Simple Vintage 'Tis the Season, because I do think this came out of like a warehouse box. So I have tons of 12 by 12, even though I never bought any 12 by 12. So this is just packaged, not a collection kit, it's just 12 by 12s. This box is not very well organized. And then here, oh, here's a card kit for Santa's Village. I thought I bought some of this good stuff. And then we've got the, I won't forget about those, the collection kit, because it's so stinking cute. And then I bought 12 by 12 for the cut aparts. This looks like more, yeah, Santa's Village. And it looks like they had a ton of different types of cut apart pages this year. Oh, that is different. That's why. Okay. That makes more sense. So that's all Santa's Village. And then, again, out of these warehouse boxes, you get random stuff. So we've got some Merry and Bright, which this is a really pretty collection. Claus Co, which some of these are older. Classic Christmas. So I just have some random simple stories, like 12 by 12 in here, which I obviously ran out of those envelopes. Otherwise, they would be packaged in them. We've got The Holiday Life, some random 12 by 12. And then are we starting on the other hoard? Yeah, I think we've hit that hoard. Okay. Let me double check what else. I've got the Simple Vintage bits. Oh, 'Tis the Season. Bits and pieces. The ephemera. Floral bits. I love the white that was in this. Chipboard clusters. Layered chipboard. Brads. Those are really dark. And then I think we're down to my other hoard. Oh, here's Santa's Village journal bits. Yeah, this box is not well organized at all. Oh, Santa's Village brads. Okay, now I think we're down to my last hoard from last year. So last year, Simple Stories came out with the Dear Santa that flew off shelves. You couldn't find it, and I was warned way in advance that it was going to be hard to get and that it was flying off shelves and they were having a hard time keeping it stocked. So whenever I could find it, I hoarded it. So this is all Simple Vintage Dear Santa. This is 12 by 12, just loose 12 by 12 that I have. I have the collection kit because I loved this one. I love the Santa in it. I actually think I like this year's Santa and collection better, but I didn't know that was going to happen when I decided to hoard it. So we've got 2 of the collection kit, 1 of the card kits. Didn't realize I had a Hearth and Holiday collection kit down at the bottom down there. This box needs to be reorganized really bad. And then this is where and then I have 3 of the 6x8s for the Simple Vintage Dear Santa. And then, like I was about to say, this is where the issue came in because I didn't know what I had. So I have 3 of the chipboard clusters, which there's the back of those. I love him. So 3 of the chipboard clusters. Here's a page piece. 3 ephemeras. 3 layered chipboard. Here's 3 layered bits. I think what happened was I had it on pre-order and then more of it showed up. And then 3 of the layered or the bits and pieces. So I have like 3 of everything out of this collection. And it's ridiculous. But that gets us through the bottom of the Simple Stories bin. So we made it, guys. And I desperately need to clean this one. This one is a disaster. So thank you guys for coming along with me and enduring the Simple Stories very long video. I will make sure to link as much as I can for you guys where I can. Again, a lot of this is old, so it's going to be a very hard find if you are trying to get your hands on it. But I will link at least the newer stuff for this year. And I will probably end up linking it through Country Craft Creations because I am now an affiliate with Country Craft Creations. So I do have a coupon code. It's PJP10 for Pure Joy Paper Crafts. I'll put that all in the description. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. My brain has now stopped firing because I'm trying to think about how to organize this box and put it all away. So thanks you guys for tuning in. And next week we will tackle another one of our bins. We're at least 3 bins of the way through now. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to go. So we'll keep spreading the holiday cheer this year, and I will see you guys in the next video.